This is SCP Radio Network, coming to you live from Skylab Studios. Up next is the Super Tejano Friday Show with your host, DJ Fluffy.
All right, how's everybody doing? This is your boy, DJ Fluffy, coming to you live from the Super Tejano Friday Show here at Skylab Studios on scpradio.com and scptv.net. We got people in the studio already. We got Mr. Yo-Yo La Verdad already in the studio. We got Miss Tejano Rose in the studio already also, too. She's getting comfortable there. She's eating her cabrito that we made for her. And, her little piglets outside and roasting outside, And, of course, like I said, before we get started all the time, we have to say thanks to our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we won't be able to do what we do and that's have this show and just have a good time out here. So, first of all, we want to thank Mr. George Gonzalez from Party For You and Margarita Machine Rental. He's the one that provides the margaritas in the studio. So if you ever need a machine for any kind of a special event, backyard party, house party, divorce party, a Sancho party, a Sancha party, whatever you need, hey, he has the machines. He'll bring them to you, drop them off, and with the mix and everything, he'll give you a good deal. Let him know that SCP sent you. Number to call is 281-748-0057. Once again, that's George Gonzalez from Party For You, Margarita Machine Rental. Let him know SCP sent you. Also, también to Ben Price from Tequila Cazadores for being with us since day one. We want to thank them for providing tequila for in studio for the people here that come out and they can get a shot of tequila. Ooh, you're in trouble. Look at that. Here's the bottle right here. Look, we always keep bottles of these in the studio. So if you need a shot, we'll give you a shot. If you want to drink the whole bottle, you can drink the whole bottle. Then you can go and drink it all from there. And of course also Miss Alberta. For being with us all since day one. She's always out here. So shout out to Miss Alberta. Alberta's best belt bomb, but now it's going to be changed to Alberta's party favor and more. Party house. She's going to have a hall to rent and that kind of stuff for parties. It's going to hold about 200 people in there. And, it's coming pretty soon, so we'll give you more details after that. So it's going to be coming from Alberta's best belt bomb to Alberta's parties and more, hall rental and knickknacks and gifts and everything. She's going to make all these flower arrangements and she can make a hell of stuff with some Pampers, I'll tell you that. I mean, she gets some Pampers. She can make some boats and anchors and babies, and she makes babies. They look like babies out of diapers. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does the whole outfit. Mr. Berta, you need to bring some of those one of these days so we can start showing them here. All right? Yeah. Not that way. All right. Of course. And then we're going to thank Jaguar Tent and Event Rental, for leaving us también and always here with us. If you need a tent for any kind of a backyard party, cook-off, they got tables, moonwalks, chairs, anything you need for a party, they have it. Give them a call, 832-244-8249. Let them know that SCP sent you. And, of course, Mr. Norberto Gonzalez, the bread man. He's always helping us with anytime we need any kind of bread for our benefits that we do or fundraisers. He's always there to give us the bread and doesn't hesitate. We just call him up and tells us how much we need and it's delivered. You know what? I know he's listening in, George. So I'm gonna see where he's at. I don't know what happened. He's probably busy. They're busy. They're busy with stuff they got going on too. But also, and then of course the newest sponsor, Patria Energy Drink. Let me tell you what. If y'all haven't had one of these, it's 100% natural. That's our newest sponsor here in the studio. We want to thank Mr. George and for bringing them in here. We're working on some stuff with them. So, but let me tell you what, that right there and this right here, it goes together very good. They make some palomas, and you put a little bit of chamoy and a little bit of tajin on there, and I tell you what, it works great. All right, so y'all need to try it. We got some of those here in the studio for y'all. It's a no. That's George's recipe. It's patria. I say patria. They're called palomas. It's this and that, but the way you mix it. Yeah.
But it's all natural coffee beans, and it doesn't give you that crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the jitters.
Yeah.
It doesn't do
I need this when I'm working double and triple shifts.
Oh yeah.
So it tastes like squirt.
Squirt? Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
And it doesn't have that back taste. Yeah, it doesn't have that back taste. Where like most energy drinks, you can taste all the other stuff.
That's what I don't like. I don't like those.
What is it?
Red Bulls.
Yeah, no.
No, we don't talk about that here. That's
I don't like it.
Yeah, we don't like it either.
With this energy
We like patria. That's all we like. That's it. We like the guy with the Indian face on there. There you go. All right, well, we're going to play a little music, and then we're going to get settled in here a little bit. Like I said, Miss Tejano Rose is already in the studio, and then we're going to let her get settled in. We're about to bring the cabrito out so you can hear cabrito right now. That's how we treat our guests here, you know. We give them cabrito. Not really. We give them some chips and cupcakes, and that's what we give them. You
Where's the
know?
cabrito? Cabrón, baby, I don't like cabrito.
All right, well, we're going to play a little bit of music, and then we'll come back. Once again, this is your boy, DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways here on scpradio.com. Here we go.
La famosa bandera de Texas, tierra buena y gente valiente, de la costa hasta sus fronteras. De Corpus Christi hasta Laredo, compa. La grande belleza de colores azul, rojo y blanco, como manta de muchos colores que abriga una estrella solita. No se rajen, muchachos valientes, cuando van a pelear las tierras, y aunque muy solitario se siente, solo piensa en la estrella de Texas. No se rajen, muchachos valientes, cuando van a pelear las tierras, y aunque no haya no pan ni serpiente, nunca deja caer la bandera. Fulano de tal, presente. Puro sana. La grande belleza de colores azul, rojo y blanco, como manta de muchos colores que abriga una estrella solita. No se rajen, muchachos valientes, cuando van a solitario se siente, solo piensa en la estrella de Texas. No se rajen, muchachos valientes, cuando van a pelear las tierras, aunque no haya no pan ni serpiente, nunca deja caer la bandera. Sí, señor. destinos hay en mi vida. Son 4 lupes mis preferidas, son Lupe la gorda y Lupe la flaca, Lupe la prieta y Lupe la chata. Si acaso me voy a otras tierras, ay, qué desprecio. Dejo a mis 4 lupes sin destino y dejo a la gorda y dejo a la flaca, dejo a la prieta y dejo a la chata. Si acaso me voy a otras tierras, ay, qué desprecio. Dejo a mis 4 lupes sin destino y dejo a la gorda y dejo a la flaca, dejo a la prieta y dejo a la chata. 4 amores distintos hay en mi vida. Son 4 lupes mis preferidas, son Lupe la gorda y Lupe la flaca, Lupe la prieta y Lupe la chata. Pronto dices que te vas, amor, no quieres esperar, no quieres ni saber ninguna explicación. Qué fácil es tu decisión, amor, tal vez pensado ya lo está. Y solo buscas la razón para decir adiós. ¿Dónde está aquel cariño? Todo aquel calor que en ti sentí. Todo aquel amor que era mío, solo siento frío. Tú partí. Es tu decisión, amor, tal vez pensado ya lo está, y solo buscas la razón para decir adiós. ¿Dónde está aquel amor que era mío. Solo siento frío, tú partí.
All right, once again, we are back. This is your boy DJ Fluffy here on SCP Radio on the Super Tejano Friday show. And that was Mr. Tony Barragan. But before we bring our guests on, we got a lot of people on our page right now. I want to send shout outs to, let me see here, Nicanor Guajardo. I think he's on in Montgomery County. How you doing, Nicanor? Mr. Trini Gonzalez, Gloria Garza. Thanks for watching. Miss Cristina Guerrero, how you doing? She's watching in. Carlos Sanchez. That's Isabel Marie's dad. How you doing, sir? Miss Norma Red. How you doing, Miss Norma Red? Nando, Mr. Showtime. What's going on, guys? So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you want to tune in, make sure you let everybody know. We might get shut down by Facebook, but Facebook's a bunch of haters. If they do, go to scptv.net. Go on there. You'll see the little icon come up. It'll say go on there live. Then click on the little blue button, and it goes live, and you can see exactly everything going on here with the cameras, okay? Because Facebook recently has been shutting us down for some reason. I don't know why, but you can go to our secondary page, which is scptv.net. Once you go on there, the little screen's going to pop up. It's going to be in the right corner, right, Mike? It's going to say press live. And then read the button, go to the bottom, and click the little blue button, and you can see everything's going on here in the studio. Yeah, you click play. All right, and you can go on there. Because sometimes they shut you down, sometimes they don't. I don't know why it is, but haters, hey, we're still here. Don't worry about it. So with that being said, we want to welcome our guest here in the studio, Miss Tejano Rose. How you doing, Miss Tejano Rose?
Hi.
Now, give us your real name. I know it's not Tejano Rose. Give us your real name.
It's Mary Vasquez.
Okay, there you go, Miss Mary Vasquez. But
No Rose in my name whatsoever.
No, I'm about to say, why Rose? Where did the Rose come from? Why Tejano Rose?
That name was given to me out in Dallas. I lived in Dallas back in early 90s. And when I was already singing, but I was actually doing a lot of, back in the time I was living by myself. It was hard times. I was doing karaoke, and I was doing Tejano karaoke, this awesome club in Arlington called Desperados.
Okay.
And so I started going out there with the radio station was out there at the time, Kick FM. And so they were start doing the Tejano Roki. And they were having contests. And I would always sign up and say, okay, sign up. And then I started winning like every weekend. I'm like, I'll win $100 to sing one song. And so then they would see me coming, and they would call me, I'm in La Rosa Tejana, and all this stuff. And then they would call her Tejana Rose. And they got to the point that a lot of the women didn't sign up anymore, and a lot of the guys was going against a lot of the men. and so as soon as I started doing that, they said, okay, Mary, because if you could please just wait till right before we go on and do this, and then put your name down, because they're going to see your name down. They're not gonna sign up, because I was doing it, and then they started like shorting me, like, okay, let her win this time. I'm like, well, it's not my brother, I'm like, I'm just singing what the people like, And at the time, I was doing a lot of Shelelares. And so a lot of people was like, hey, I'm in La Shelelares or Miss Dynamite. No, well, that's not me. But anyways, then it got to the point that I started going there. And they're like, okay, come to the winner's circle. I'm like, really, dude? So, but no, I did. It paid my rent a few months. So I was really blessed with that. But ever since then, they started sticking with that name, Tejano Rose.
Okay. Well,
so it's been over like 20-something years. 20 years now. Wow. Over 20 years.
Now, is that name that you use now?
Yes.
Every day now? Like, I mean, just...
You know what? It's really funny because where I work now, I had a birthday party last month, and I invited almost everybody at my job.
I wasn't invited.
I invited everybody. It was on Facebook. And so, yeah, it was really big. And so, anyways, I invited the lady who's janitor at my work. And she shows up, and of course, she barely knew my name. And then they're like, oh, Miss Tejano Rose is here. And they're like, who's Tejano Rose? And all the people at work, they're like, who's she? So they showed up, and they heard me perform and everything. And then the next day, Monday, they were like, hey, Rose. ¿Cómo estás, señora Rosy? Oh, my God. They didn't know my name. Now they call me Rose. But, it's pretty funny that, and I'm used to it. Everybody, like, even my drummer didn't know my name. He was asking my fiance. He was like, okay, who's this Mary you guys are talking about? Who's Mary? He goes, you've been playing for her for the past 3 years. He's like, I only know her as Rose or Tejano Rose. I don't know her as Mary. I go, yeah, but The only people, my friends from Dallas, and of course Lubbock back home, everybody knows me as Mary Vasquez. But when I got to Dallas and then started doing all this with my music, when I started my music a lot more than what I was doing in Lubbock, and then they started giving me that nickname, and it's stuck with it. So.
And it's funny how once you get a name, you stick with it, and that's what you know about, and you use it.
And I was using it as a handle when I was on the teacher, the Tejano Journal board back in the day, you know, back in the 90s and the early 2000s, and there was like a big old blog. Now, I don't know if you heard of it back then, but it's called the Tejano Journal. And then we were all have our nicknames, and I was like, okay, they already called me that, so I started going back, and that's how everybody knew me. Then I started getting into the Desperados music big time. And they were using that big old D and the big old Z in the end. And ever since then, I was the biggest fan. So I started putting my name, Rose, with a big old Z because of the Desperados. Así quedó. And so that everybody's like, okay, they know me as T. Rose. Like, so it's pretty cool. I like it.
Well, we're going to send a little bit more shout-outs to Mr. Vic Gonzalez. He says, I'm tuning in from the Cadillac Bar here in San Antonio.
Oh, so Vic, I hate you. You're there.
So he's there he's from the Cadillac Bar. He's tuning into the show. Thank Mr. Vic. Mr. Q Rodriguez and
Ricky.
Mr. Ricky Lee Duran. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You know, so tell a little bit about how do you get into this industry? You know,
me? How did I get? Okay,
how did you get into this industry?
Well, well, my dad. I grew up in Lubbock, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I was born, of course, originally in Brownsville, but I grew up in Lubbock. And since I knew my parents were going to a dance hall called El Fronterizo, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it was a dance hall, and you could take your children, I guess, and they would go to the Cotton Club in Lubbock or the Fiesta. And I grew up around Ruben Ramos, around Carlos Guzman, Juan Ramos y los Príncipes, Mingo Saliva y los Cuatro Espadas. I grew up on all that music. Flaco Jimenez. I have a picture of Flaco carrying me. I'm 4 years old. He's carrying me on stage.
Oh wow!
And and I still have a picture with Flaco. But the deal is, I grew up around that. And then my dad was. At the time, he promoted a lot of bands. And so he did it for a while. And then it got to the point that a lot of my family members are in bands. I was related to the guys from Los Martinez, from the Hometown Boys. I was related to Los Vasquez out there, Los Viciosos and stuff all over West Texas. And so anyways, it got to the point that I grew up around it. And I loved it so much. And then one of my friends had a band, and they're like, I used to play keyboards. And I can't play a lick of keyboards now. But I used to play keyboards, and I would just kind of joke around, mess around with them. My first band called Arriba Texas, and they were from Lubbock, Texas. And so anyways, I was joking around with them and just messing around with it. And they said, you know what, we're doing a sound check, and you just sing into the microphone because the singer's not here yet. So I started playing, I started singing, and I'm like, okay, let's do another one. And then little by little, that's where it started. So, and then I go, okay, I got a little bit more, encouraged to do it. And I quit singing in the shower. And then I was a big La Sombra fan, a big La Mafia fan in the 80s. And I was in high school, and I was like the most, real hip chick at school. They're like, oh, man, that girl's crazy. But I would go to all the, they would go to proms and stuff. I would have gigs, and I would be going to the dances with my parents. And I would meet my family up there, other cousins, and I started hanging out with them. And then I just started singing with their bands. And then I formed my own band a little bit later when I moved to Dallas. But I was around my cousin's band. I was around a bunch of other bands. So así comenzó el rollo, And so I was 13 at the time. So
wow.
I started so I just got inducted to the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame in 2016 for 30 years in music. And so
congratulations on that.
They got me as entertainer, female
30,
entertainer.
30 years in the that's a lot of years.
I did it before Facebook. I did it before cell phones. I did it back. You had to do a big old construction paper, gran baile, and all that stuff. We had to go put the stuff,
and nail them
to the poles. Go to the grocery stores, ask them if we could tape it to their windows. Así comenzó conmigo.
No
and
GPS.
they did it for a long time. No no Facebook,
big old road map and everything on it.
No such thing.
No, because
the Mexican GPS.
Yes, because you would ask, "Where's the baile? Where's this? Where's that?" Or you will listen for the music. I think I'm in the right direction.
Yeah, you're in the right place. I got a barn. There's a rodeo barn. There you go.
Just follow the crowd. When you see the car line up, you stop there.
Yeah. So I was pretty. I enjoyed it. I have no regrets. I enjoyed it all. My parents, especially my mom, she really supported me on that, and a lot of my family did, and I had a big family. And then when I moved to Dallas, I started, my little nephews grew up, and instead of them going out to the streets and, be gangbangers and stuff, I told them, hey, man, let's go see Jaime Los Chamacos, let's go see Stampede. They were big fans of them. And so my nephew, my parents bought them little guitars. They learned how to play guitars every day. They come home from school and play the guitars, and now they're one of the best, bass and guitar players in the Tejano industry, and they play with a lot of the biggest bands. And they stopped finally, but they're still in music, and they've been Tejano Music Award winners, and they've been in different bands like Stampede and El Grupo Sueño. That was their band. So so eso me dio más ánimo a mí to continue what I was doing. But I've always had my band. I've always I always believed that if you're going to be in music, you should have your own band. And I don't believe in this. A lot of people do track and stuff like that. That's something I will not do. I'd rather not have a gig if I had to do track. So I grew up old school. Every time I see people, there was this one lady that I would go see, the Fronterizo. I don't think nobody's ever heard of her. And she was an older lady, but they call her Olga Olivia. And that woman can sing. And I was like, every time I saw her, I was so starstruck. I'm like 8 years old. I'm watching her. Man, she's awesome, And my sister and they go, I don't like watching her. And then there was Laura Canales. Oh, she was the biggest one for me. She's like my idol. And then, of course, it was Elsa Garcia. And then, Shelly Lares, Stephanie Lynn, and stuff like that. So I grew up around that, and I have a lot of respect for those kind of people. But that's the people that I think that paved the way for me to do this también, because I did it on their music. I pretty much wrote on their coaches as far as music-wise. That got me, and I still do it. I still do a lot of Laura Canales. I do a lot of cover music, but lo hago con gusto, and to the point that one thing I like, and that when people do hire me, they're like, I like you, Mary, because of the fact that you put people on the dance floor. You play what the people want to hear. You're not up there trying to pretend you're somebody or trying to look sexy. I go, nah, I'm just, I'm a Texan proud. Give me boots, hat, vámonos, just make it work, and let's have some fun on stage and play the music que te da ánimo, que te da ganas, que yo canto de puro corazón. And if I feel it, I know that person's going to feel it, because if I hear that music, I'm like, man, I love it. I love old school music, and I might give it a little twist, but you know what, it works, and I like it. So
there you go. I mean, that says a lot.
That's her signature, is all her boots and her hats.
I've seen it. I was about to say, every picture I see is different size, different shapes of hats.
I know, everybody says different boots, all kinds of. I go, yeah.
How many pair of boots do you have?
I'm going on my 20th pair, just on my Western boots.
A la madre.
Don't ask me how many hats I have, because I don't know. Angel, probably about 25.
So, maybe. Are you the type that when you go to a store and you see a pair of boots and you want to get them?
Yep. Pretty much, especially if they're on sale.
So in other words, you can't go to rodeo. So you can't go to rodeo then, right? Because they got some nice boots out there too.
Yeah, no. He makes sure he gets me the pair of boots that I want before anything, because he goes, no vas a queriendo. It's like a little kid going to the grocery store. Your parents just scolding him. No me estás pidiendo esto. And I'm like, I gotta save this money because I want to get this pair of boots. But I've been really blessed, and of course, Angel really spoils me a lot, and he's giving me like. Not all of them, but most of the pair of boots and hats.
But you spoiled him too, because you're always baking. That's on Facebook.
I know.
You didn't bring anything in.
I was thinking about it, but by the time I got off of work and had to do all this other stuff, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, I should have brought something, but for sure next time, even if I'm not being interviewed or whatever, I will. Now I know I need guinea pigs.
Because like all the guinea pigs.
And Angel's always like, you don't make this stuff for me. You take it to work, you make it so pretty, and then I go home and le tengo pan, le tengo pastel, tengo that. You want to get me fat? Oh my God!
I thought you were going to say, hey, I need to go to the car and help him bring everything out to the car. I was waiting for her to say something.
I saw the cookies. I saw the cookies that she made for him. The cookies were good. Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Don't lie. You don't have to lie back there. You don't have to lie. You all right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. I cheated on my diet last week. I ate a cookie. I mean, now I'm like, I gotta eat it, like especially making crunchy. So I did that, but I've been drinking water.
Can you believe that she didn't bring that? I cannot believe that.
Now she makes all these the banana breads
I
and
know,
the cakes and chocolate cakes.
know.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so good.
I see it too. I see it.
But you know what?
I'm drooling there.
What did you bring me?
See, but she just gave it away. She lives close by. We're
Exactly.
I
minutes
wouldn't
away.
have to. But I'm glad, because I'm always baking. Angels, who are you making it for? I'm like,
Is this your
SCP radio?
no, I can. What does it do? Can I do it now?
Well, you know what? I know the mail people, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get your mail no more.
He's the mailman.
I got connections in the post
Oh my
office.
God, you're the mailman.
I got connections in the
Hey,
post
you know
office.
what? My mailman, I always give him on Christmas. I give him a loaf of cinnamon nut bread or
Hey,
homemade
find
stuff.
out who it is and who can take it up.
Hit him on the head.
Yeah, we'll hit him up on the head. We'll follow him. Make sure he comes around there. The house. I know. All right. Well, you're here promoting some music. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna take a little commercial. We're gonna play one of your music right now. But we got an exclusive here.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the first ones to release it, and it's gonna be one of your new songs that you.
Yeah,
promoted, right?
I perform it on stage, and I've been performing it. I mean, tweaked it a little bit. I did record it, but I'm just not releasing it. So nobody has it.
We're not gonna play. That's gonna be the last song we play. So if you want to listen to it, you guys stay here and listen to the whole interview in order for you to hear the song because she hasn't released it. We're actually gonna be the first ones to release it and play it on the airwaves. So make sure you tune in. But right now we're gonna play one of the other songs. Which one we're gonna play, Mike? Which one you got?
That's the first one I did.
That's
my first hit.
the one you play right there.
Yeah, that was actually produced by Breno Mireles.
Okay.
With Maestro Music, and that's actually my first hit. And actually, that you can still hear that being played around a lot. So I went to this dance in Dallas one time, and they were playing at the club. I go, wait, where did you get that?
All right. Well, we're gonna play that song, and we're gonna dedicate it out to your number one fan, Mr. Hunter Rose in Pearland, Mr. Robert Trevino Jr. He's tuned in, so he says he's
Hey,
your number one
Robert.
fan.
Hi, Lily.
All right. We'll send a shout out before we go to Mr. Martin, Steven. Let me see. Man, this thing's going so fast.
They're wondering why George is so quiet. Did someone eat your
I was
tacos?
about to say, they say that why you so quiet? Somebody eat your tacos?
Somebody just tacos is
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
and you only had Jack in the Box tacos for him.
Yeah.
I want to do a quick shout out to
Yes,
Miss Christina Guerrero. Hi, Christina.
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't-
still on there. She's still on there. Yeah.
She's on there. She better dang it. You better say yeah. No, she's been wonderful. She's helped me a lot.
And actually, she's gonna be coming in town pretty soon.
Yes.
She's gonna be a co-host, and we're working on bringing one of the bands with them. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be her nephew coming in.
Oh, Alex. Kings won.
Exactly.
I
There
know
you go.
those
There you
guys.
go.
Yeah, they're so awesome.
So she'll be coming down
Awesome.
pretty soon. So we'll be having her as one of the co-hosts here with Alex from King Ones will be coming in here.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast with her.
So Mike, let's go ahead and hit that song with Mr. Hunter Rose here on SCPRadio.com with your boy, the king of the airways, DJ Fluffy.
Estas ansias locas que yo estoy sintiendo de ser tuya muy
No intentes como olvidarme.
¿Cómo?
Porque me vuelve loca estar sin ti.
Sí.
Yo no respondo si no estás aquí.
¿Cómo?
Creo que no me conoces. Creo que no me conoces.
No te conozco,
Te pido
baby.
no me provoques.
Nunca.
En el amor nunca he perdido yo. Yo soy mujer con mucho pantalón.
Dime.
Es que me dicen loca. Cuando bebo las copas. Cuando quemo tu ropa. Cuando tiro tus cosas. Es que me dicen loca.
¿Cómo?
Porque muerdo tu boca. Porque rayo tu coche. Cuando te vas de noche.
Mami.
Loca,
Hey.
loca peligrosa. Me dicen loca, loca peligrosa.
Ay.
Me dicen loca, loca peligrosa.
¿Cómo, baby?
Me dicen loca, loca peligrosa.
Toda la gente me decía que tú estabas loca. Yo lo creí, es que fue un idiota. Tú no eras rosa, eras espina. Pero al principio, ¿quién lo adivina? Yo fui otro loco que fue cayendo. En tu jueguito me fui metiendo. Pero no es tarde en esta vida. Peores locas. Me quité de encima.
Me dicen loca,
Crazy.
cuando bebo las copas. Cuando quemo tu ropa. Cuando tiro tus cosas. Es que me dicen loca. Porque muerdo tu boca. Porque rayo tu coche. Cuando te vas de noche. Loca, loca peligrosa. Me dicen loca, loca peligrosa. Me dicen loca, loca peligrosa. Me dicen loca, loca peligrosa. Loca peligrosa, loca peligrosa. Loca peligrosa, loca peligrosa. Tú me tienes. Loca peligrosa, loca peligrosa. Tú me tienes. Loca peligrosa, loca peligrosa. Siempre me dicen loca peligrosa. La madrugada, el fuego que prendemos cada noche, durmiendo en nuestras almas. Contigo despertar tiene sentido. Abrázame, amor, te necesito. Endulzame el oído. Regálame un te quiero, que es mágico contigo. Poder tocar el cielo. Endulzame la vida. Con besos mátame. La miel de tus caricias. Imprégname la piel. Wow, 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 wow. Endulzame el oído. Regálame un te quiero, que es mágico contigo. Poder tocar el cielo. Endulzame la vida. Con besos mátame. La miel de tus caricias. Imprégname la piel. Wow, wow, wow. Endulzame el oído.
All right, and we're back. This is your boy DJ Fluffy here on SCP Radio on the Super Tejano Friday Show, and that was we heard some song from Miss Tejano Rose, from Savannah Ocean, and then Miss Madeline Hernandez. You know, all those three right there, the music videos. But hey, we're back. Cece, you're so quiet today too. You know,
Because, you know, Tejano Rose is doing all the talking and we're learning and listening.
I don't know, me cae la boca. You can never
you
shut
know,
me up.
you know, and tell you what, you know,
It's like being with friends.
I didn't know she was here. I had been busy for 30 years. I thought she was less than that. You know,
No,
for 30 years.
I knew she was in the business for longer because she was inducted into Tejano
Yeah.
Rose on the thing.
Now, let me ask you a question, Miss Tejano Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your coworkers know that you do this. You know that you're an artist.
Yeah, now they do.
Now they do. Because I remember. I think a while back you posted a post that one of your coworkers one time asked you.
Oh, it was my other job.
Oh, your other job. They asked you what you do this weekend. You told them, and then they asked you, "Do you got proof?" And like, really, you get that
Like,
picture. Like,
please.
really, like, really? Come on. I mean,
I did what you do this weekend. They go, what? Because my boss asked me what you do that weekend. I go, I perform over, you know, in front of almost 100,000 people out there. You know, the whole weekend. I said, and I got to sign a lot of autographs, and you know, just did a lot of merchandise and did some shows. Did pretty good shows, and I had a few shows that weekend. And she rolled her eyes, and then she was, oh, can you prove it? I go, man, really? And I go, hold on, grab myself. Here you go. They're like, okay. I was so mad. I go, wait, you know what? But that right there it satisfied me because I didn't have to cuss her out like I wanted to.
Yeah.
I just like keep my cool. Like, here you go. Made her
In
feel
your
this
face.
one. In your face.
what do your workers or coworkers say? That, you know, that now that they see that you
The new
perform?
ones where I work, they actually went to my birthday party and I got to show them. They're like, oh my God, I didn't know you did this. And I know they're tuning in because they told me they're going to tune in. Hi, Ali. I know she's out there tuning in because they're like, what are you playing next? And they're always asking me stuff about music. And I like it because in my last job, I didn't have that. You know, it was just like so much. I just thought, I hope this is not what Houston's about, you know. And then I finally, I gave them the boot and I took off and now I'm in a new venture and I like it. And I go, hey, I met a different side of people in Houston, you know. So
Cool.
Yes, yes.
Well, if anybody wants to ask her a question, you can call in to the studio. Her number to call in is 832-910-7727. If you got something to say about Mr. Tejano Rose, if you know some little stories or if you know anything.
oh, those are stories.
Hey, anything, give them a call, 832-910-7727. Or if you want to say hi to her or you want her to send you a shout out, give us a call and she'll be glad to talk to you here,
Yeah.
here on the show.
And Miss Mary Jane's being quiet.
No,
I know.
I'm laughing because the Marine just flew by. He's trying to stay out of you and the camera.
That's Mr. Jimmy Ray, and he just brought us some wings from Hooter Wings.
I'm supposed to go to Hooters after this.
Well, there you go. You see, we brought Hooters to you.
There you go.
There you go. You know.
Yeah. And he's being quiet, but he's like,
No, he's
nice
in
busy.
right now. That's why we you know, he's once he gets his energy and then
We need to feed him.
Cuídate
He
porque
needs a pocket.
There we go.
I means the buzzer is going to go.
All right, now the show
All
can
right.
start.
Lori Maldonado says hi.
They told me,
Hey,
you know,
Lori, how you doing? I missed your party. I get all mad.
Hi,
I'm
Lori.
going to be picking on everybody. Didn't show up. I was like, you didn't go to my party. I missed you. You're in trouble.
Hi, Lori.
I did that to Michelle earlier. Hey, you didn't go to my birthday party.
The funny thing is, I brought home your little.
She told me, she goes, I just got today. I go, well, that's what you get.
Tell her.
You're lucky you got one. You should have gone.
She's like, did you bring this down a rose? I go, no, I remembered. And it's like, oh yeah, it just worked out perfect. It had to come to the studio when you were here.
Yeah, there you go. And of course, Christina did those for me.
Yeah.
She's remarkable. She did a really good job for me and everything. So shout out to my guys. Shout out to Zofar. I'm sure that he's got a gig. And Martin and Ben and all those guys, all the guys that play with me. And Ben's still busy playing with Ramirez también. So they shout out to my band. And shout out to everybody. I can't. I don't have my phone on me, so I can't
There's
see.
everyone's sitting right now. Gil Ayala from Grupo Lumbre. You
Hey,
came
Gil.
in the house.
They were there.
Yeah. He also says, DJ Jimmy Ray, what's up, bro? So that's Mr. Gil. Everybody's just tuning in tonight. You know, it's good. Now, Miss Hannah Rose, besides what you work, you also, how can I say this? You're not a handyman. You're a handy woman.
Oh.
You're a carpenter. You
Yeah.
work on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Is that like a stress reliever for you? Or?
Yes, that and baking. Yes.
She's Wonder Woman because she's had so much stuff. She's performing. She's making you furniture all the time. Because I'm like, I'm going to need some furniture. And then, of course, baking.
Does that sound
And
like
then
that sound like somebody that we know? Don't
And
it
then
sound
the
like somebody that we know?
boots and the boots.
The boots to match.
The boots, yeah, the boots and the hats. What are you talking about?
That sounds like somebody like you.
Oh, but I am Wonder Woman.
There you go. No, actually, my fiance, we do a lot of stuff together. He's a good, he knows how to do all this stuff, and he knows how to build stuff. He's a electrician. He does everything. So he's my little brother who passed away a year ago. He's the one who taught me everything. We did shop together in school, wood shop, and we were pretty much very close. We were like 1 year behind each other, and so we did a lot of stuff together. When I lived in Dallas, he helped me do a lot of projects, and I helped him. That's how I learned a lot. I learned through my little brother, and so then I came up here, and when I go with Angel Malazanimo, and I'm like the Pinterest queen. I love Pinterest. So if I see something I like on there, I take a picture, and I say, look, babe, I want to do this, and he's like, okay, let me check out some dimensions. And he's looking, and he just like writes them down. He goes, okay, right here, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. I need you to cut this board. He taught me a lot, también, so don't think he didn't teach me. He taught me a lot. So now we do it together. We do it in a timely manner. We did a desk. That desk was the last project we did.
We saw the desk.
Yeah, that was. We did that in a few weeks because we had to build that upside down, and we had to use like a harness and stuff. That was a heavy desk, and nobody getting inside the house.
You didn't think it through all the way.
I didn't think it through all the way. He managed to make it after a few bumps and stuff. Had to repaint the wall and everything. He had to do the sheetrock. Had to repair a lot of stuff to get into the back room, to get into our office. But it was so funny. But I get a lot of offers and a lot of this stuff. I'm like, well, I just do them for fun. And a lot of it's because, I go out to Gallery Furniture or whatever, and we were trying to, get her. And I got some, he got me some real nice Gallery Furniture out there. But the deal is, they have the cutest coffee table and stuff like that, or like I like to shop like at Pier 1 and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I can make that. Pay $600, I can do it like under $100, And so I'm like, well, what do you want? I go, I'm going to go to Home Depot. And what do you want for your birthday? I want this sawdust. Well, I want this, this saw thing. And then I want this and I want that. And he got me, he buys me toys like that. And I call it toys. But, it's just, we actually use
Power tools.
Power tools kind of cut you. So I really enjoy it. And, I get to work with him. And so what we did, and I told him, I said, you know what, if I can do those with you, we can build stuff together and everything, paint the house, and I like doing all that stuff.
We need a makeover here.
Monday?
We need a makeover here.
I know, right? I noticed that. And so I told him, I said, if I can do this, you can frost the cake. So I made him take a cake class. So, you know what's really messed up is that he beat me. Oh my God. He was the only guy. He was the only guy there, and he was teacher's pet. Apparently, she couldn't afford a dog. No, but he was like crumb coating, and his cakes came out perfect. I mean, all the crumb coating and the way he frosted them, he was like, "Hey man, it's like, you know, doing the tile and all this stuff." I'm like, man. And he goes, "Yeah," and I was batallando. I could still do it, of course. But ask him who baked the cakes at home. If we could take the class, it was me. But he can do it, and I was really proud of him because he made me cake the other day, and I was very proud he helped me.
Okay, next time we're gonna have a cake challenge.
Bake off.
Yeah, we're gonna have a cake off. All right.
But
they have to decorate here.
Yeah,
he
can
make roses more better than I can.
We need to have a makeover cake off. Makeover.
Cake off.
Decorate, and then on the side we do the cake off.
There you
Knock
go.
out 2 birds with 1 stone.
There you go.
This is a man cave.
Cake,
here.
a man cake. Yeah, it smells like one. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Well, let's do that, and the winner gets
The winner get the cake.
a bottle of añejo. 2 years, de 2 años.
I'm in that contest.
Hey, Rose. I was thinking the boots, the cowboy hat, and a rose.
Oh, hey, you know what? That sounds. I like it.
And one of his
Cakes.
Concoctions.
Hey,
What an angel.
we haven't had a cake off, huh?
all kinds of cook-offs.
We do little cook-offs here at the studio.
Oh, do you
Yeah,
really?
we have
Fajita,
fajita, we have menudo, we had ribs, potato salad. No, that was not.
How do you guys do cook-offs? How do you do that?
Here, we do that here. We invite like maybe 4, 5, 6 teams. We set up out here.
Oh, wow.
And during the show, they're out there cooking, and then they come in. We do like a regular cook-off. We have judges. We bring them trays that they can come in. No, we do the whole thing here, and then we give out prizes. We got a friend
Really?
that
That
make
sounds like
make plaques, and they make the plaque for us, and we give them out. You know, to the
Wow, that sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of
So
fun.
maybe we had a
I
cook-off.
all allowed to go against him. I'm okay.
Hey, mira.
No.
Jovita said she'll do it. You do cakes también, Tejano Rose, and then 3 women against 1 guy. I think the guy's gonna win anyway. So, you know.
You know what?
Oh, you can bake too? All right, there go you too.
Cupcakes don't count.
Yeah. Oh, you do good though. I've seen your work. I love your work.
Yeah, they're good, but
I do the home style stuff.
I can't say that we seen that because every time she brings it here, it's smashed or it's hey, I don't know. Every time she brings something, I dropped it or it fell or I don't know.
The tuxedo cake is not smashed.
That's in the store. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Here's the Kroger.
Oh, no, okay. Now I'm gonna say
HEB.
you're the decorator.
This is HEB. This is HEB right here. This is HEB.
she decorated that. You decorated that.
See, you cheated. You already know how to do
Buy
it.
the container.
No, you can buy containers like that. I buy them all the time at Larry's.
Oh, there you go. You see? You're
You need a
busted.
part-time job?
Yeah, I do actually. I just want to go just for the decorations.
Like I started part-time and now I'm there full-time.
Really?
Supposed to work 2 days.
Really, I can do 2 days. I can do today. I can do today.
You see, just having a regular conversation, we find out. I was asking her, what do you do on your days off? But we just find out everything she's doing on the days off. You know, we're not performing out there. You know, the stuff you do out there. You know, you just
No,
go out
I'm
there
always
and,
in my garage working and fighting off mosquitoes or fighting him off. We go out there. Echando madres. You didn't do this right. You got this off, and then at the end of the day, babe, look what we did. Look what we did. It's so beautiful. But we still have some projects in there. You need to finish up and everything. But I love it, and it's labor of love, and it shows. You know, it does show. And I got people offering money or asking me, "Can you make me this table?" And dude, no, I don't have time. You know, I would love to do it, and if I could do it full time, I would. But at this moment, you know, I still need a paycheck. So
there you go.
You know. I'm working on that, and I like to decorate my house, and I got my, pretty much my living room is already furnished with the tables that I need and the TV stuff and everything, and then of course my bedroom and it's pretty simple to do, but when you build it on your own, that's the satisfaction you get right there. It's priceless.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Now,
love about
tell
it.
us a little bit about this new song that you're gonna release here today. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this song is actually an old song that I do from Lara Canales, and of course she was my I loved her so much. She was my idol, and it's something that she did at one point, and she did back in the 70s, And I knew the songwriter, and they call her La Diva de Mexico, and don't ask me her name right now because se me olvidó. I think I'm drinking too much water. I'm drinking too much water. But anyways, I recorded it. I actually recorded this one in Three Rivers, and it's called O Gran Dios, and it's a ranchera in this conjunto, of course. And I do Tejano and I do conjunto, and the fact that I'm also a conjunto award winner, and I'm a reigning, back to back for 2 years, and that really gives me. I love doing conjunto because it hits your soul as well as Tejano. Don't get me wrong, Tejano is too. There's nothing wrong with Tejano because I love Tejano music. I love the dance, the sway, that's the jazzy chords and everything. But when you can do the conjunto, that's just your down home roots right there. I mean, that's what I grew up on. And storytelling, yeah, it is. Yeah. I grew up like all the women were inside the house. I was outside with my dad and the tios with a accordion bajo sexto under a tree, out there out in Slayton, Texas, and I'm watching them play all this stuff and I'm singing along with them. And then my mom, ponte aquí con las muchachas, no me quedan a work nada afuera con los pelados, because I enjoyed the music, and that's why, and you just can't get it out of it. You have to be born with it. I always think I'd be born with it. But that song is something that really hit me to the core, and I just thought she did it in a slow bolero style, and like a vals, and of course I kind of just did it into.
You made it your own.
I put my signature on it, pretty much. And so that's what I do, and all the music that I do, that I record, even though they're conjunto or they're Tejano, I put my little spin to it, little signature on it. I like it.
All right. Well, let's not keep the people waiting. What do you say we release it an exclusive here on scpradio.com, SCP Radio TV.
You're gonna do it now?
I might as well. I mean, it's already 10:30.
She talks a lot.
No. Just let's give them a little taste of what What should we wait?
Well, I thought we were going to make everyone wait. That was...
okay, well, let's make everybody wait.
Yeah, we have to.
All right. Well,
make them wait.
They're asking me to ask you, DJ Nando wants to know, do you own a Harley?
Not the Harley.
No
Not
Harley.
A Harley. No, I do have a vintage chopper that it's actually customized, and it's a Suzuki, and it's a what is it, babe? Huh? A Savage. A Suzuki Savage. And it's a 96. A 94 or 96. I think it's a 96. And it's an 850. And but it's all customized. Everything from the front to the back. It just has the engine of the Suzuki. But I used to have a Harley, but I don't have one no more. So.
We have people ask on Facebook, they want to hear her sing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you think you can
I play it.
No. They want to hear you sing.
Really? Have you not noticed? Did you not know that I was sick all this? I barely got my voice back like 3 days ago. 2 days
That's
ago.
okay. That's just a little taste.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's what they do here. We got to give it if you want. They're asking for it.
I'm like, here you, Nando.
Well, actually, if you don't, you'll be the first one that's never
Look,
sang here.
and Steve says please.
Yeah,
Who?
Steve.
Steve, hi Steve. Okay.
I'm ready to hear it. You got to wait a little bit longer, Steve. We're gonna let you wait a little bit longer, so make sure you stick around. But she's gonna sing live for us here.
Right now, I'm gonna sing a little piece of a song.
Okay, sing a little piece.
Okay.
Excuse me? Come here. Let me hit you across the head. Don't I tell you that all the time anyway?
And you should always have his instruments available.
Exactly. Thank you. Amen.
Okay, I'm gonna do a bit from the new single that I'm working on.
Okay.
That I'll be releasing pretty soon, and it's called Tuera. And I got the song. I did it for my angel, and it's when we were dating, going back and forth, and always waiting for me.
Everybody at 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness! And so, anyways, let me spit out my gum.
Is that one of the exes?
Ya se puso toda roja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. We're gonna hear Miss Tejano Rose
I'll just
here
do a
a
little
cappella.
piece because I mean, serious. If I crack or anything, I just got my voice back. I lost it. Like
You're fixing to lose it again.
I know, right? I just went back to work yesterday.
Tequila shot.
Tequila shot. I know. Okay. It's called Tuera, and it goes a little bit like this. A ver. No estés triste, mi angelito. Tu era ya van camino, tu verita va llegando, tu Salte ya de tu jaulita, mueve tus alas que anhelo, porque llegando tu güera, volaremos hacia el cielo, y en la nube nos amamos, hasta que de amor llenemos. Y en esta nube verás lo tanto que te amo a ti. Y en esa nube verás lo que es amor. Y en esa nube verás lo tanto que te amo a ti. Y en esa nube verás lo que es amor.
All right. I know. All right, well, we're going to take a little commercial break. Mike, let's play some more of the other songs that we got from her. And then, I thought she had cold, but she did good.
Back yesterday.
All right.
She's just nervous.
All right, well, here we go. We're going to play a bit more music of hers, and then maybe at the last segment, we'll play her newest song. All right, here on SCPRadio.com, the king of the airwaves, DJ Fluffy, Super Tejano Friday Show.
Yo muy triste me quedé
que todo es tan divino cuando tú estás conmigo.
Tantas cosas que pasaron en mi vida, algunos amores lastimaron con herida, pero todo está olvidado contigo aquí a mi lado, viviendo enamorados.
Te quiero a ti, a ti, a ti. No hay nadie más que sea para mí. A tu lado soy feliz, por ti podré vivir gozando de nuestro eterno amor. Te quiero a ti, a ti, a ti.
No hay nadie más que sea para mí.
Eres mía, yo de ti, y así quiero seguir en este mundo que ha llenado de amor. A tu lado soy feliz, por fin podré vivir gozando de nuestro eterno amor. Eres mía, yo de ti, y así quiero seguir en este mundo que es llenado de amor, gozando de nuestro eterno amor, en este mundo de fantasía y amor. Amorcito consentido, y yo no más quiero saber. Dime si ya no me quieres para no venir a ver. Dime si estás enojada por lo que antes sucedió. No seas ingrata conmigo, desgustos no quiero yo. Soy un pobre venadito que se ha visto en la salida. Como no soy tan masito, le bajo el agua del día. De noche poco a poquito a tus brazos, vida mía. Soy de malo voy a dar, de esas que se dan la olla. Yo saqué de gavilán, que no es para ti la boya. Ay, si sobra te daré los asientos de la olla.
All right, and we're back. This is your boy DJ Fluffy here on SCPRadio.com, SCPRadioTV.net. And that's, we're having a good time here. Everybody's having a good time in the
Hey,
studio.
so you guys were talking about the grito throwing contest? Made it to a contest.
Hey, well, hold on. Hold on. Wait,
Michael
Hey.
does a good grito.
No, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
you're saying that Fonseca is it un grito.
I can do a grito.
Fonseca's anyone.
Right now, where's my tequila?
Ándale.
We're right there.
We did what we had to do it when Gary House was playing,
Bottle's empty.
and we did it was at El Dorado, and all these we were doing a grito, and I go, I'll sign up because he was my fiance were at the time we were dating. And he's like, he goes, you can't scream, you can do a grito. I go, watch me, and I go, I'll go sign up, and I did, and he's like, oh hell. So I did because he never heard me do it, and I won.
There you go.
I did the same thing up there in what was it? Somewhere in South Texas, and Hebronville, and it was 10 guys, and I beat 9 guys out of 10.
Wow.
That's awesome.
All right. Hey, Fonseca's still waiting. He said, get it, girl.
Yeah, and I just like got my voice back.
I don't know. Fonseca's asking for
We're
it.
just being pushed to the limits today.
He said, get it, girl.
Get it, girl.
That's what he said.
Woo! That's because I lost my voice.
We have an American Idol grito.
Dude, it was all like all shaky.
Oh, wow.
Mary Jane, I know you can beat that. Come on.
Come on, Didi. You ready? You ready?
Come on, girl.
No. We don't want
Okay,
to run our guest
Fonseca, your
off.
turn.
You know what? That's what Fonseca needs.
Yeah,
Yeah, get on Facebook Live.
Hey, put him on Skype.
Yeah. Dale.
Get on Skype. You know
Dude,
what?
my
He's not-
ears
hold
are
on.
still ringing. They start
No,
hurting.
okay, good. Fonseca, if you're listening, I know you got Skype. Get on Skype. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on,
Okay.
Fonseca.
Come on, big
Call
boy.
you out.
Mary Jane, go ahead and entertain us with you.
Mary Jane.
Come on, you gotta redeem yourself.
No. Wait. We
Well, it was loud, wasn't it? It was loud,
no,
wasn't
yours
it?
is okay, but she's no.
I cannot
No.
throw gritos. I don't know
No,
why.
you can't.
No.
Jimmy, we need our ears
not
for
drunk.
tomorrow
She's
so we
not
can listen
drunk
to what's going on tomorrow.
You don't need all the dogs out in the front yard. You just don't need it.
Come on, positive attitude here.
Now you got me curious.
All right, Fonseca said, got it.
You got it?
Come on, Fonseca. I know you got Skype, but we Skyped you last time, so if you can't Skype in, and we'll bring you in here, and we'll let you talk to Mr. Hunter Rose, and we'll get your grito. Yeah, you know, I heard Fonseca do a grito before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does some good gritos. Fonseca. Yeah.
Oh, when I have my voice completely and my ears will ever stop ringing, I wouldn't do it again. But, no, I couldn't believe I did that. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna make myself a fool. But then again, I'm used to it. So.
We're just having fun here.
We're having fun. We're having fun. We're amongst
That's
friends.
That's why everyone likes to come here because they have a good time. They have fun.
I had so much fun.
You know, yeah. It's not one of those other interviews. It's okay. No, not
I
one
know,
more. No.
right?
We have fun here.
I like this because it's more personal than the telephone. The
Yeah.
telephone, you're like this, you're like this. And
Yeah, how did you get to this?
I like it. I know, right? Huh?
It's not the same
¿Qué
question.
dijo?
How did you get started? How long you been in the business?
I know.
Who's your inspiration? How many singles? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah, stuff like that. I still see myself here.
There you go.
Okay, job interview.
I know, right?
No, that's what here. We don't got no scripts here. Here's just play it by ear, and what comes out, and you know.
Yeah.
I tried to ask a couple questions, but you already kicked me like 3 times under the table, so it's okay. Yeah,
It wasn't
all
me.
bruised up.
I wasn't me. My bruise already.
I'm all bruised up right now.
I'm wearing those Bible boots.
That's where your mind are.
No.
George throws grito.
How about say
Yeah, George.
Yeah, George throw y grito.
Come on, right here. Do it. Do it.
You're going to have hooters all over the mic.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, Fonseca said next time he's coming by.
Hey, he's due to come by.
Gallagher right here.
Yeah, Fonseca said he's next time he'll come by. All right, so
My ears are still ringing.
Mr. Fonseca, you know we got him. He owes me an interview, so he's gonna
Yeah,
be
he
on the
owes
type
us
of-
one because last time he didn't show up.
Yeah.
All right, George is
Yeah,
Call him up.
yeah. He finally got through eating.
Yeah,
I
you
got
got
it.
here. He woke up already. Y'all in trouble now. George is awake now. Ooh, y'all in trouble.
Yeah. Hey, I want to do some more shout outs.
Yes, go ahead.
Of course, to Robert, because I'm not he's still listening. But thank you. My party, like I said, my birthday party was held at Robert's house. So thank you so much. And of course, I always say thank you to him. And of course, shout out to Monico. I don't even know if he's on, but I'm pretty sure he's gigging somewhere knowing him.
Yeah,
Him
he's
and
always
Valerie. He's always gigging. I'll be out there. I'll be at Zumbarrels next weekend, next Friday with Monico and Sandy G. I love that girl. She's a good singer. Oh my God, I love doing shows with them. So yeah, these guys, Monico's band, they're great bunch of guys. You know, I love working with Alex and Duckino. And those guys are awesome. And that's one thing about Monico that I say. Being in Houston, he's the one that really gave me a break to play around here and stuff like that, because trying to get gigs here in Houston is really tough, because it's most of the same band but different names, like, you know, Conjunto this and Conjunto that, same freaking musicians, dude, just different bands.
Yeah.
Pero you know, it's cool because the singers got their own brand to bring, you know, and I respect it because I love Conjunto. Hello, but you know, for me to be out here, especially being a chick. And very competitive out here. He's the one who actually is calling me, asking me, you know what, Mary, you know, you want to come and do this? Come on, buddy, let's go and do this. And he pretty much got me out of my show and got me a lot more known in Houston than I had been. Because last time performing in Houston was at Palmer's, which I really enjoyed performing at Palmer's. It was like a few years ago. That was my first time I came out here in Houston, and we did pretty good too. And then of course Christina brought me out también on one of her diva shows. So. I think they're still open. I don't know. I heard they're still open.
Well, I think see the lights on. It says open, but I know never seen no cars there.
Because I know a couple of weeks ago, tocó Lozano, Frank Lozano. What was his name? Something Lozano. Henry Lozano from San Antonio. He was playing out there because Zofar, my guitar player, was playing out there that weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was doing a show with Monico for his birthday party.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to make it, but yeah, they did it in El Dorado. I'm so sorry they closed down.
I wasn't invited either. So.
it was over there.
Yeah, Monico, I know you've been calling me about your stuff. Trust me, I wasn't invited.
There you go.
Monico, where he got his style from.
Hey, Fonseca.
Everybody calls you though.
His dad. I don't know.
I know what he wants.
Fonseca, I know you're still on there. You're saying, hey, why don't you call in Fonseca so you can we can ask you a question real quick. Call in 832-910-7727. All right, 832-910-7727. All right, Fonseca. So call in and we're gonna have that grito comes over the phone. So
no, I'm not doing any more gritos because porque van a gritar when I get to the house. You're loud.
Miss Tejano Rose, before we play your song that we're gonna debut here for the new young artists that's out here right now. There's a lot of new young artists out there. You know,
oh yeah,
a lot of them. What advice can you give them? You've been in this business for 30 years. What advice can you give them?
The advice I give them is, you know what? Be true to yourself. Play your signature. Don't try to be the next Selena. Don't try to be the next Justin Bieber. Be yourself. Okay? I am myself. I have my own style. And that's one thing people don't, a lot of people are like, well, I don't like her style. I don't like this. I don't like, but you know what? I got respected for it. I got props for it. You know, never be afraid. You know, don't ever be afraid. Show yourself who you are. Don't try to be the next person, the next Selena. Like I said, there's so many out there. There was already one, and con nosotros tenemos. And you're special. And your own individuality, you're special. You can do it. Believe in yourself. As long as you believe in yourself and you know you can do it, don't give up. I mean, people might laugh at you, or they may sit there and close doors at you. Because I went through that. Trust me. But if you do this, y sabes que it's better to have done it and failed than not done it at all. Okay. So, but you're not going to fail, because once you do it, that's right there. You just defeated failure's butt. So do it and be true to yourself. Try to get your own band. I'm sorry, I'm old school. I'm a heavy believer in that. I don't care if it's a trio. You know, try to get your own band. If you can, sit in with their bands. You don't have to do track, because people need to learn your music. Because when you record your CD and they want to put you on tour or do with something else, they're gonna say, okay, where's your band? Hello, studio musicians. They're gonna cut it. So, right? So the deal is, you know, get with some musician friends. Get with some friends. You know. Go to people's shows and enjoy their shows and respect other musicians' music. That's how you're going to learn. Because, you know, you may not like some people, but you have to respect the craft because you want them to respect you. So that's the one thing I have to tell you is be honest and be true to yourself. Get your own signature. Get your own, be original. And that's it. I'm not saying making original music and play, you know, covers, but, you know, make it your own. Give it your signature. And that's the one thing I can tell you to do, because that's what I did. And it's worked for me this far, and you earn more respect that way.
And you got to have some tough skin.
And you
Tough
do-
skin.
Yeah,
You have
and
to.
then of course, she's a positive role model because on your Facebook page, you're always commenting how you don't have to show your boobs, you don't have to show
No.
your flesh to be respected in this business
Yep.
for your talents.
Yep. Yeah, you don't. And, you don't need a pole in front of your stage. So, just go out there and, I'm sorry, you want to keep it real? I'm keeping it 100.
You're so awesome. You're so humble.
I'll keep it at 100, my age, you got to cover them up already, but, I'm just Texas proud. I've always been this way. That's just me, and I'm not going to sit there and try to be somebody I'm not. If you're comfortable in tennis shoes, man, go out there in tennis shoes. If you're comfortable, just have your own signature, have your own style. Don't try to be, Madonna or anything like that. We already have that. We already had Gaga, Lady Gaga. We already have all those people. Be your own, man. There's nothing wrong with being Texan. There's nothing wrong with having, being your own true self. And just enjoy yourself. Just be comfortable, okay? And don't try to show off and this is all about me. It's about me. No, it's about you and it's about your band because your band is what's helping you. So always, always, always take pride in your band, okay?
Awesome.
Now,
Well said.
if somebody wants to get, that's very well said. Very good advice. If somebody wants to get a hold of you for an event, book you for a party or anything, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can. Ooh.
Ándale.
Is this pumpkin spice? You can call me at 469-230-8825. And I've been lucky. No one's been giving me ugly calls or anything like that, So 469-230-8825. Yes, it is a Dallas number because I used to live in Dallas and I've kept this number forever. So give me a call, if you want to book anything. I play backyard bashes. I also do mariachi. That's pretty much how I got my first start también is playing mariachi music. Yeah. And so that explains the heavy voice. I don't know, dice mi papá, no necesitas bocinas, ya tienes mucho bass. But yeah, I'm available all the time, for like privates or whatever, and I have a good band. I have a good backup. We can do conjunto or Tejano, or we can do country. We're very versatile. We do rock. We do anything. So yeah, I've done some shows that I've done some rallies that we had to play a lot of rock. We've done some Michael Jackson. I've done a bunch of stuff, so we can do it. I got you pretty good. So
All right.
fun.
Now, if somebody wants to follow you, how can they follow you?
They can follow me at Tejano Rose on Facebook, and they can follow me at Tejano Rose 1 at Tejano Rose 1 on Twitter. And of course, I don't have no more MySpace. It's still there, but I don't really go into it. And I don't think anybody has websites anymore. But I don't have a website. It's mostly just MySpace.
MySpace. Hold on.
It's
She
mostly
hasn't even
Facebook.
drank the margarita
I
yet.
know, right? It's taunting me. It looks
Just
like
by-
pumpkin spice.
You know what? Somebody needs to make a song about
MySpace.
MySpace. Somebody needs to make a song about MySpace.
I know, right?
Come
I
on,
don't
you
know.
work on it.
But-
Does that thing still work?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
It does, for real? You use yours?
I went on it just recently. We're talking about
What about
it.
vocal space? Is that one too?
I don't know. I heard of that.
Just gotta reset your password, but yes.
Yeah. because my stuff is on there.
I don't even remember my login.
I can't either. That's why I can't get in. But I still have my old band from Grupo Sueño on there también. I still have this, my band on there too. So it's still on there, but I don't know what's in there anymore. I don't even there's any more pictures. There's a picture made when I was overweight. There's a lot of pictures of when I was overweight. I lost 136 pounds like over a year, but yeah, I still put on 20. Thank you. It was very painful.
Look, you have to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dallas Cowboy fan or Houston, Texas?
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
Yeah, cut me a bitty blue. I am a Cowboy fan.
We got a call coming in. Who do we got?
Oh my gosh.
Hello, this is
you
DJ
got
Fluffy.
Steve Lujan.
Who's speaking?
Steve Lujan.
Steve. Oh, how you doing, Steve?
Yeah.
Hi, Steve.
I'm doing pretty good, man, here in West Texas, out of Abilene, Texas, man.
Woohoo. I'm from
Oh,
Lubbock.
God.
I'm from Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock. You cut me a blue Red Raider all the way. Woo, guns up.
So what do you want to say to Mr. Hannah Rose?
I'm Steve Lujan. I used to be with those guys, man, one of the main singers down there with those guys.
Oh, okay, yeah, those guys.
Those
Yeah,
guys.
but
I
I
know
want
that.
to say, man, what Tejano Rose was talking about earlier about being real. I think that's the most realest thing anybody can ever say to the young artist.
Thank you.
Keep it real.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you so
be
much.
yourself, play your music, because the more you imitate, no one ever's going to duplicate. So
Thank
You
you.
know, do what she's saying. That's the realest thing anybody can ever say. And we need more people like you, and we need more younger audience to listen to this. So as much as you're doing, keep on doing it.
Well, thank you. Wow. Yeah, me chiflé.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime, man. I'm very tuned in, and it's a great show, man. Just having a couple of drinks. And
You got pumpkin spice margaritas.
I was like, damn, man, I'm already on my third beer and my last joint. I'm like, what I got to do?
Pumped up the volume.
He's keeping it real.
Well, make sure you tune in, Mr. Steve. We're gonna play her song in a few minutes, so don't turn off the radio. Make sure you tune in so you can listen to her new song. It's gonna be exclusive here on SCP Radio. All right?
We're keeping it
I'm
real.
ready for it, man. I'm ready, guys. Keep it up, man. Lots of love, Tejano. Viva la raza. Viva Chicanismo. Y'all keep it up, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
He's keeping it real there. He's on last beer and smoking his last joint.
God name is
Steve.
Great guy. Of course, fellow West Texan. There you go.
All right. Well, who's ready to listen to Miss Hannah Rose's new song? I think it's time we should play that song.
All right, let's go for it.
Let them hear what we got exclusive here on SCP Radio. Never been played. She played it at events, but this is the first time it's gonna be released on the internet radio station. We're the first ones to play it. So here we go, Mr. Hannah Rose. Why don't you introduce your new song?
My new song, Conjunto Style, O Gran Dios, sung formerly by the great Laura Canales, and I hope I did her justice. So here it goes, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Oh gran Dios, cuánto sufro en la vida por no querer, yo sé menos que nadie. Sufro mucho. Mi Dios, tú lo sabes. Por el amor que yo le tengo a ese querer.
right, and we're back. Your boy DJ Fluffy, and that was Miss Tejano Rose, exclusive here on SCP Radio. Big round of applause.
It was awesome because you got the white man set.
I know, I didn't do white.
I didn't say the white man. Come on,
You had to do the cards.
It's a secret.
Hey, that's her secret weapon.
Don't feel bad.
That's our secret weapon. That's how we get in.
My card is revoked.
And then when we get pulled up by cops, we pull. Hey, Jimmy, here, you take over. We got the white boy here. No, Mr. Rose. Hey, that was an awesome song. Very, very beautiful song.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a labor of love. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you
Mr.
so
Yo-Yo,
much.
he's leaving already.
Bye-bye. Take care of yourself, hon.
All right, buddy.
Oh, and I did call you, so it's on there. If you see a 469 number, it's me. Save it. We'll see.
Beautiful song. I
Thank
think
you.
it's great. I mean, it's gonna.
I hope it hits.
So now, is that gonna be on your new CD?
Yes.
So when can we expect that new CD?
Before Christmas, hopefully. Everybody's like racing to the time before Christmas, before the 31st.
Now, is this gonna be a full CD
Full
or
CD.
a full CD?
Full CD. I'm thinking about doing a couple hidden tracks in there. I'm not sure yet. I might put 10. I might have 12 on there. So look at. I always gotta be different. You know me. I gotta be me.
Now, do you write music too?
Yes.
So are any of these gonna be
I
originals
think
on there?
one is going to be an original. Is going to be on there. Maybe two. One's a cumbia and the other's a ranchera. So it's a possibility. I'm already working with the J Angel's helping me on 2 other songs, which are originals. Awesome. And one's called Senorita Tequila. It's a really good song. And of course, he's also a really good songwriter, and he's helping me. He's giving me a few songs to do, the originals, and they're pretty good. And then he's helping me on my original that I have on there. So it's I'm really looking forward to this. It's been a while, and making in a while, and I'm recording it with Brenda Mireles. Todavía he's still my producer, and I'll be there with Maestro Records. So he's something else. He's awesome. He does a great job. So that's my compadre right there. So
now, how do you go about selecting the songs that you're gonna put on the CD?
actually, what I do is I do a lot of research, and a lot of the times when I speak, I do speak to some of my other fellow musicians that I really confide in, and a lot of it is like with of course Jay Angel Cantu, Chris Rodriguez with 281. That man is a monster. He's awesome. I mean, how many hits does he have? Every CD he's got 6 or 7 hits in that CD, every CD. So I collaborate a lot with him, and of course with Jay Angel from La Fiore, and that's pretty much. And then of course with Brenda Mireles. And so they tell me what kind of style or what do you like. I go, I want to do something different because I want a different style in my music, but also it's going to hit. It's going to give a beat. So I want to give you valor. To go dance. I love the old style music. I like los chachos. I love Juan Verrier, los cachorros. I mean, in different genres, but I love it. It's still Tejano. I like Big Lou. I mean, all this old stuff that I really enjoy it. And of course, Jesse Sarata. He was actually one of my fans too. I couldn't believe he told me, he goes, hey, I'm one of your fans. I go, I didn't know that, That's cool. But from him, he's a legend. And I've always been a big fan of him. And of course, Bobby said, and Rene. So, but the deal is, I collaborate with the old people, and they pretty much give me ideas, and of course with my band, and I do my research. So that's why I pick and choose, and I make sure it's going to fit me. At the same time. I'm not going to sit there and try to do a Shakira song or something like that, something that's not going to fit me. But, I just try to keep it true to the roots. That's it.
Well, Mr. Hunter Rose, any last shout-outs before we end the show?
Oh, shout out to the world. No, just shout-outs to everybody who's listening. Thank you so much for coming in. And, of course, I want to do a big shout-out to Chris Rodriguez. And I got to say something, and I don't know if it's going to be controversial or not, but, hey, we're in your show, so... I know we can say anything in this show.
Yeah, we have haters. That's okay.
No, it's not trying to be haters or anything like that. One thing that I respect, and I respect true musicians. I respect them, like I always say, keeping it real, keeping it original, and be true to themselves and to their band. When you have a band who's made a name for themselves, they busted their ass to make a name. Like I busted my ass to make a name for myself. I'm not getting out there being known with you play with so and so, you play with Joe Lopez, or you play with I play with myself. No, I ain't play with myself, but but I did this on my own. Okay, I earned my name, I earned my respect and everything. And props to people who do that, like Elida, Selena, Shirley, all those people. I give big props. One of my biggest pet peeves is you have a well-known band, and then you have another little band that's trying to get up there, and they need, they need some guidance. They got potential, but they need some more help to go out there as far as talent-wise. I'm not going to be mean. But when you have a band that's out there, and then you have a little rising band who pretty much mocks your name and tries to get by using your name by mistake, and then they get gigs, and they knock off this other band off the chart, and then they're losing gigs because they're like, you know what? I saw your band play, and I wanted to hire you guys because you guys have CDs, you have this and this and that, and I wanted to hire you guys for my daughter's quinceañera. And I heard you guys played like last weekend, and I wasn't very happy with it. I wasn't impressed. And then I said, well, we're sorry. They tell them we're sorry. And then when the third person tells you that, and you're like, well, I wasn't performing there. What are you talking about? Well, we asked you to play one of your cumbias, and you guys didn't even know it. Because who are you talking about? Well, this is this band. Man, that's not us. And I'm going to be honest with you, and you're going to probably hear from it in Facebook, and it's Tejano 281. These guys are kicking ass. These guys are awesome. Chris has worked his butt off to make a name for himself. And he called me today, and he's like, I'm going to tell you something, because a member of this new band was an old member of mine, of my band. And this is a band out of Corpus Christi called Tejano 361. And they are the ones who are, Chris just booked a big gig in Odom, Texas. And they said, bring on your bands. He's bringing Chente, he's bringing Stampede. He's bringing these bands. All of a sudden, their pictures on there is under Tejano 361. And the bands that he's supposed to be bringing, it's not his. They're like, I don't even know we're playing.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I've heard this band. I'm not impressed. But, that's to each his own. Everybody's got their own style. But, man, to go off the coattails of somebody else like that, when these people are losing gigs, they're losing privates. You know how much money those privates cost?
Yeah, they're losing
That's
money.
where you make your money, because you don't make money at the
I
clubs.
know, you don't make the money at the clubs. And then, be original, man. 361, 281. Tejano 281. This guy, Tejano Highway 281, they made, they made their tracks. They kicked ass at them. They busted their ass to get where they're at. And for another little band to go out there off their coattails and booking under their name, making people think it's them. Oh, yeah, we're out there, we're on the radio. Yeah, you might have a CD, a one hit single, whatever, on the radio, in Corpus only. But you're playing this stuff, and then people are calling you and booking you, and you're like, oh, yeah, we do this. And then they book you, or they see you, and you go, you're not the same band we wanted. And then these other people lose gigs, like, we didn't like you where y'all played. So,
wow.
I don't mean, no, I do mean, I am telling you this. This is uncool, because I don't appreciate that, because the next band member of mine is in that band now. And I'm not mentioning names, but the deal is, man, be freaking original, man. What you're doing is wrong, and I just can't wait till Chris talks to you guys. Pero, as con eso, con me callo. Pero as far as everything else, I've always tried to keep it 100, keep it real, man. Just, be original.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. Be yourself, and do it. Tejano Rose, Nueva Sensación. I've had that name forever. The deal is, when I got my band's name, was because of my ex had a band called Grupo Sensación, and they were well known, and I was married to him. So he's like, we're gonna start a new band, but we still call it our old name. We just put La Nueva, because he was still in the band, and so that name kept, and it's registered, and it's mine, and it's legal, and nobody can take it away from me. But it's got my name on it too. So if he wants to go out there and do a band with that name, I don't care. I mean, as long as my name's not on there, I don't want to follow him. The deal is, be original, man. You want people. It's like me. I'm going to go out there and do a show. I'm going to be called La Justicia. How many Justicias are out there? You know what I mean? It's not cool. I mean, one band would be awesome. The other band would be suck. Grupo Sueños. How many Grupo Sueños out there? A lot of people confuse a new Grupo Sueños with my old band. But the old band, we already quit. We have our awards. We have all this stuff. So that's fine. But the deal is, the music speaks for itself. The music speaks for itself. So let that be known. But 281, please. I hope you guys don't get them confused for this band out of Corpus Christi, because trust me, they're a long shot away from being them. So I hope this clears a lot of confusion. But Chris Rodriguez with 281. Check him out on his Facebook, Tejano Highway 281. These guys are awesome. They're award winners, and you won't be disappointed.
There you go. All right, well, we're keeping it real here. So, once again, Ms. Tejano, thanks for coming out. We appreciate it so much. Hopefully you had a great evening here with us, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and we hope to have you back again pretty soon.
Yes, I'll bring cake.
Oh, no, you're going to be back for the cake off. Oh, it's done. It's a done deal. We're going to work on the details out.
Dessert, because she'll bring me the cake off. I'll bring a pie.
We're going to have a cake off here.
I'll bring plenty of little chocolate pies with other people.
You guys bring one with no sugar, please, okay? I can handle sugar.
I've done that before. I had to do the cherry pies with no sugar. But
we're going to do something like that. All right. With that being said, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want to thank everybody coming in. We want to thank Jovita for coming in. Yay! She might come back. Yay! Cannot believe it. She got the chain and ball off her foot, and she was able to go out. All right. Dejaron salir. But when she gets home, pobrecita. Pobrecita, cuando llega a la casa, le mete unos fajazos ahorita.
She was what? She's like, what fajitas?
All right, we'll see you next Friday. We'll be here.
I love you guys. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you all of our fans and friends, and thank you. But it was really fun, and I hope to see you guys soon. And please request my new single, O Gran Dios, and it'll be out soon to the other stations. But of course, I got to give you guys. Thank you so much.
We appreciate that for giving us the exclusive. You know, that means a lot to us. You know, so thank you very much for doing that. All right. So once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is your boy DJ Fluffy here on scpradio.com. We'll see y'all next Friday. All right.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.